Good afternoon once again. In the next few sessions, we're going to focus on uh, three important packages, the Quantmod, Performance Analytics, and the PTR package. So let's load those packages, Control Alt I. Okay, and we learned how to make use of the Pacman package, library Pacman. The advantage of using the Pacman package is that even if you don't have even if you haven't installed the package, then you can automatically install it and load it. Okay, unlike if you have to install it, you have to have a separate code for that and then load using library or require. Here, just you just load Pacman, and then we're going to use the package load, and then we write without the quotes the packages quant mode, and then performance analytics, and then or maybe we can also use the tidyverse. Okay, let's load these packages and then run. Oh, sorry, wrong spelling of one. Reload. Okay, then once it's done, you can see there in the console that yung bagong code line natin okay na. Then we can check if those packages were really loaded by going to packages. See here, quant mode, it's already checked. It means that it has already been loaded. And maybe we can look at performance analytics. Performance analytics, there, it's already loaded. Okay, and then the TTR, the technical trading rules. Okay, let's take a look at this quickly, one by one. Okay, let's take a look at performance analytics. So this is econometric tools for performance and risk analysis. So let me just click that. Okay, it's always important to know the functionalities of the packages. So tingnan natin itong description file. So this is econometric tools for performance and risk analysis. The author is Brian Peterson. Okay, he's the creator, the author. I don't know what CPH means. There's another one, Peter Carl. Okay, author. Maybe we can take a look at what CPH means. And then there are others here. Chris Baud. Chris Baud, these are famous people as far as R or econometrics or financial analytics is concerned. Si Joshua Ulrich, kilala din yan. Okay, the others, I first time kong na-meet, no? Or I've seen their names, but they're not that popular. Okay. All right. So what is this performance analytics all about? It's a collection of econometric functions for performance and risk analysis. In addition to standard risk and performance metrics, this package aims to aid practitioners and researchers in utilizing the latest research and analysis of non-normal return streams. Okay, so all right, and let's take a look at the different functionalities. So we have here several functions that you may use as far as uh, the different functions is concerned. Meron tayong cap and alpha, cap and beta. Okay, let's take a look at pwede rin compute si Jensen alpha. I think merong trainor ratio dito. Meron bang trainor? Let's see. At 13, let me see kung may trainor dito. Sharp ratio, I think. Yan, may sharp ratio. Okay, may trainor ratio. Meron ba? TRE. Tingnan ko lang dito. Let's see dito na. trainer, may trainer, may information ratio. These are metrics that are used as far as financial data is concerned. Okay, meron ding ito I'm sure na discuss nyo to sa risk management nyo. Okay, expected shortfall, conditional value at risk, and VAR. Okay, I'm sure you had discussions on this. All right, so these are some of the examples that you may use as far as performance analytics is concerned. Okay, so maybe let's take a look at one example. CAPM alpha, Kalmar ratio, calculate returns. No? Calculate simple or compound returns from prices. Let's take a look at this. Calculate returns. Okay, so calculate simple or compound returns from prices. Okay, so you can see here the return that calculate. The object is prices, and then you can compute using the discrete method, the log, or the difference method. Okay, let's see. Usually may mga example dito. No? So dito, okay, although we're going to still look at this in greater detail, but why not? Why don't we run this? Okay, so we have here, we already loaded Quantmod, and we're generating this object called prices, and it's the prices from IBM. Okay, so 1999 down to, baguhin na lang natin yung dates. So let's copy this, Control C. Let's copy it to our console. Okay, Control B. So prices, you get symbols IBM. Sige, wag na natin baguhin na lang, no? 1999 January to 2007 January 1. Okay, when we run this, wait, let me delete first my data here. Okay, so let me run prices again. Okay, so we have now here prices is the it's a vector, it's a character vector. Pero yung IBM mismo, tingnan natin, di ba? Naalala nyo? If you want, okay, just to have this review. Di ba sabi natin ito, yung una, yung kanina, ang default nito auto.assign is equal to true. So, irarun ni R2, and then it will create this object IBM. Hindi yung prices. But if I want to make use of the object named prices, I will have to write this auto.assign is equal to false. Kasi kanina, hindi natin linagay na auto.assign is equal to false. Ang ginawa ni R, nag-default siya na auto.assign is equal to true. So, create niya si IBM. Tapos si prices, naging vector lang siya. Is equal to IBM. But here, I'm going to create an object called prices. Okay, and it will be this object will be, let me just close the phone. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so if we include auto.assign here, okay, what happened? So nagkaroon tayo ng object na na prices. Tingnan niyo 'to, di ba? So this is important, the important distinction between not writing this one, auto.assign. Kasi if we don't write this, if we don't include this in our code, then mag-create siya ng object kung ano man yung ticker symbol ng stock. But if we want to give it another name, for example, ito prices, we have to write this auto.assign is equal to false. Okay, so ito na. Nagkaroon na, no? So let's just go back here to an example in performance analytics. And then here, okay, tingnan natin to. Control C, let me just copy this. So we're just looking at samples of functionalities in performance analytics. Now, for me, I don't want to use the equal sign. Mas maganda yung assignment operator, no? So ito, nag-create tayo ng object r.ibm, and then we're using this function. This is from performance analytics, return that calculate, no? Okay, so dito sinasabi natin XTS prices. Although si XTS, si prices, XTS na yan eh, no? Okay, so pwede na natin tanggalin yan. Kasi example niya kanina, yung prices, hindi siya yung object, diba? And method is equal to discrete. So if we run this, it will generate this object r.ibm returns ibm. All right. So our IBM is also an extensible time series. If we click that, okay, question, bakit class, bakit ano? Bakit NA yung simula? Yung return.calculate, method is equal to discrete. Di ba may method din is equal to log. No? Why class? Why? Anyone, please? Why don't we have a value here? What's the meaning of discrete returns? Ito. Method is equal to discrete. Remember sa finance nyo, there are different types of returns. Huh? Isa sa pinakasimple yung discrete returns. And what's the formula for discrete returns? Anyone, please? Can anyone tell the class? What's the formula for discrete returns? As finance students, class, dapat alam na alam natin yan. No? Non-negotiable yan. Parang ano yan, parang it's a topic na fundamental sa finance. Anyone, please? Discrete returns. Okay, tingnan nyo nga yung prices, class. Prices ni IBM. Okay. How do you compute for the discrete returns here? Eh, kunyari, ito. And that actually answers my question a while ago. January 4, 1999. Okay, how do you get the returns? Siyempre, you're comparing two values, no? So ito, January 5 at saka January 4. So if you get the discrete returns, yung value at time t, control C, control V, divided by the previous value, control C, control V, okay, and then minus 1. Diba? If you take a look at this, yan negative, oh. Saan nanggaling yung negative 0.0108 dun sa opening price? Dito nanggaling kay prices yan. January 5 divided by January 4 minus 1. Enter, negative 0.0108, which is this one. 0.0108, 108. Ito yun, no? So that's the discrete returns. Okay, let me pause for a while. Class, any questions? Okay, actually, to be honest with you, I hate to be discussing this kasi these are things that I know we should know by heart already. Class. Hello? Questions, class? Clear ba yun so far yung return that calculate? Kasi we'll take a look at this one. Ano naman yung calculate returns? Are they the same? Tingnan yung syntax, no? Okay. All right. So let's copy this. Ito naman. Calculate returns. Control C, Control V. Okay. So let's first remove this. Yung nakakoncatenate na yan. Calculate returns, no? And then let's give it another name. Sabi natin IBM underscore ret. IBM underscore ret. Alt minus. All right, I'm using now this calculate returns function. Kanina, return.calculate. And then the same thing. Wala na tong C na to. Right, method is equal to discrete. So exactly the same thing. The only difference is that, well, I'm assigning it a different name. And then I'm using calculate returns. So let's run this, Control Enter. And then take a look at this IBM rep. Okay. Anything different there? Pareho lang ba, class? Si calculate returns at saka si return.calculate. Same? Okay, same lang, no? Thank you. It's the same, no? Return.calculate, calculate returns. It's the same. Usually, ang ginagamit class na returns, okay, run natin to. Oops. Ngayon natin tong log. Okay, instead of discrete, diba, you can use the log returns, log. There. Okay, IBM return log, calculate returns, prices method is equal to log. Let's run this. And we have here, it's in log, no? Okay. So anong difference nito, class? How do we get this? Pag log returns. 108,696 dito. No? Kanina, ito, 108, 108. 108,696. How did we get that, class? So may difference dun sa method, no? But how did we compute for the log returns? What's the formula there, class? And by the way, hindi natin nasagot to kanina, di ba? Bakit may NA dito sa first line? Can anybody please explain why we have an NA there? Pwede i-unmute na lang in case. Okay, John, please.
Sir, because wala pong preceding value, so wala pong madi-divide for
Okay.
January 4 kasi, ayun, wala nga pong value before it. So, NA po.
Thank you. You're correct. It's good. So thank you, John. That's correct, no? Kasi wala namang, di ba, ang returns kasi, you're talking about period. You're comparing two dates, two prices. So C4, wala siyang previous na, walang January 3. No? Kung meron sanang prior price yan, then we can compute for the period returns. But since there's none, okay, if you take a look at the data here, prices, ba? Nagsimula tayo sa January 4, so we cannot compare January 4 with the January 3. Okay, pero itong January 5 and January 4 pwede. Okay, so how do we now compute for the log returns? Ang formula niyan. Log ng this one, diba? Divided by this one, Control C, Control V. And then, what do we do, class? And then, minus 1, no? Ganyan ba yan, class? Log of the prices. And then, do we subtract 1? class? Nagsasubtract ba tayo ng 1? Class?
Di na po, sir.
Hindi na, no? Bakit hindi na? Ano ba ibig sabihin class ng log returns? Pag log returns class, what do? We get the log of the values of this one, no? Kunyari, kunin mo natin log nito. So log nitong open price na to. Control C, Control V. So we get the log of that. And then, so that's 4.482, diba? And then we also get the log of this one. Control C, Control. Okay. So what do we do now?
Divide po.
Divide natin. Okay. So if I'm going to divide this, log ng current price, which is this one, yung latest, Control C. So walang equal to. And then i-divide natin yung log nito. Okay, but ganyan. Tapos, class. Tapos, what next? So you get the log of the price now, divided by the log of the price yesterday, and then you subtract 1. Yun ba yun, class? Is it now the same as the log ito? 0.0108, ito 0.002. So what happened here? Hindi naman siya pareho, di ba? So how do we get this, class? So, is it the same as what I did here? Nag-comment? Mamaya attendance. What have you learned, class, of basic fin? So what's wrong with that? Sa finance pa naman, importante yung log returns. Kanina, ang kinuwala natin yung simple returns, no? Discrete returns, which is the value now divided by the value yesterday minus 1. Yun yung discrete. Paano yung log returns, class? Ito, di ba? Ito, log ito eh. No? How did we get this? Class? Hello? Class? Quick review lang ng ano yan, ng returns, o compute ng returns. We have discrete, we have log. And what's oftentimes used, mas ginagamit class yung log returns kaysa yung discrete returns. So we have to really know by heart kung paano kinukuha yung log returns. Okay, anyone? Can anyone explain, please? How are log returns? Kasi nakuha naman natin siya, no? Ito, calculate returns. Ang method natin, log. Okay, log returns yun. Pero, paano nakuha siya? Ito, actually, may clue na tayo dito, no? Basic on the original IBM prices. As far as we know, comparing January 5 and January 4, negative yung returns niyan. Kasi the value dropped from 88.43 naging 87.48 something. So there was a drop as regards the prices, the value of the stock, no, from 88 naging 87. So we are expecting really a negative answer here. As far as the opening, iba syempre kunyari sa high. Kasi sa high prices, to take a look at the high prices, di ba, from 89 naging 90. So there was an increase. Yung highest nung January 4, 89. Yung highest ni January 5, 90. So tumaas when we're comparing the highest price. So kaya we expect this to be positive. Whether it's simple return, this one, or log returns. Pero ang tanong ko, paano nakuha tong log returns nito? Plus? Hello?
Sir, is it ano po? 1 minus 0.99. You know,
1 minus 1.
the 0.9975.
Di ba, ginawa na natin yan. Ito yun. 0.002 yan. 1 minus this one. Diba? Ito yun, no? Di ba, ang ginawa natin dito, kinuha natin yung log. If you take a look at the prices, kinuha natin yung log nilang dalawa. Then what did we do? Ano ginawa natin, class? Dinivide natin, di ba? Log of this divided by log of this, and then minus 1. We're getting negative 0.002. So mali yon. Mali. Kasi dapat yung log returns natin, dapat ito negative 0.01. So how is that generated? Yung log returns. Hello, class. Oh, we're taking so long here. Okay, sige, paki-review class yung pabalikan natin next meeting yan, no? Ayokong i-share, i-discuss inyo kasi class, that's medyo basic siya, no? So, paki-review na lang yung mga returns kasi gagamitin natin yan na magpo-portfolio optimization tayo eh. So, paki-review yung concepts ng different returns, no? Yung simple returns, log returns, okay? Those two, yung discrete at saka log. All right. So let's continue. Okay. Saan na tayo? Alright, so yung performance analytics, as I mentioned a while ago, maraming ano siya, maraming functionalities yan. Okay, ito may cap M beta, no? Ito yung for a single factor. If I click this, it will be good class to explore yung functionalities ng mga to, no? But we're not going to look at this. Okay, but I just want you to be aware that mga package like this were meant to facilitate the computation of financial metrics. I'm sure in your previous subjects, na-meet nyo rin yung CAPM, Capital Asset Pricing Model. Tapos na-discuss nyo siguro yung alpha at yung beta yung sa regression equation na yan. So you can do that, you can compute for those using this one. Okay, so but I'll leave that for you to explore. All right, so let me go to the other packages. So isa naman si Quantmod, no? So si Quantmod, maraming functionalities yan. In fact, even more than in performance analytics. If we go here, we actually looked at this before, but just a quick review. It would be good class for you to download yung PDF file nito, no? Yung documentation niya, you see it here. Or you can look for it you can Google it, no? Quantmod documentation. Okay. Saan siya dito? Ito. So Quantmod. Na kay Ulrich siya, GitHub. Okay, hanapin nyo na lang class sa yung documentation, no? Okay. Yun lang. Quantmod. Documentation. Okay. So, mga 300 pages yata to. 300 ba? 100 pages yata. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. No? There. Yung latest niya, updated October 13. Okay. Yan. Tapos, ito yung mga individual na functions. No? And then what's good about this is that you can take a look at the different functionalities and then may mga examples yan. For example, itong add directional movement index. So how do you use this? Okay, description, usage, ito yung arguments. Okay, so in fact, isa sa assignment yung group assignment will be, I'll be assigning you some functionalities. Tapos, you'll prepare a report on that plus examples dapat. No? The examples dapat, your classmates should be able to run that. Okay? Siyempre, ililink yun sa isang data, whatever that data is. Katulad itong add Bollinger Bands. Saan ginagamit ng Bollinger Bands? Okay, so it's important for us sa financial analytics to learn yung mga the most important indicators, RSI, MACD, okay, may sa ibang subject nyo, na-discuss ba yung class, yung ADX, RSI, CCI. Did you have a subject where these were discussed? Class? I think investment analysis. Paki-chat nga please kung na-encounter nyo to. Ano talaga? Wala kayong walang Bollinger Bands, RSI, wala?
Sir, po, Adva pati Bafi pa lang po yung na-take ko last term.
Okay. Adva.
Apo, sir.
Yung pa lang? Pero may
Apo.
may elective ka na ng FINLYTS?
Sir, po. Ayun lang po yung prereq niya.
Parang may mali yan. Kasi itong FINLYTS analytics na to no? So there is already this assumption that you have encountered yung mga concepts na to sa wala pa kayong ano subject na ba yung yung investment analysis. Anyway, so we just have to make do with what you know already, and then of course do some further research. Katulad nitong MACD, no? Moving average, convergence, divergence. So may mga purpose to. These are indicators, and may use siya sa trading when you're may mga signals to kung bibili ka na ba ng stock or hold or sell your stock. So these are the ones that are used, and they are part of the TTR, technical trading rules, for trading, particulars, mga assets, stocks, and even bonds. Okay, so please take a look at ilang pages ba tong sa 100 pages ba tong sa documentation ng yeah, I think 100 pages, no? And there are lots of functionalities here. Okay. So download nyo to, class. Download nyo itong documentation na to, and then browse through it. Tingnan nyo yung mga different functionalities, and then if there are examples that you can run, i-run nyo, because that will help you understand more yung topic natin. Okay, sige, punta na tayo ulit sa natin. So please, by next meeting, please make sure that you know already ano yung difference ng log returns at saka yung returns, yung simple returns. And why is it in finance mas ginagamit yung log returns? Ano yung advantage ng log returns versus discrete returns? There's a distinct advantage, kaya mas ginagamit ng log returns. And if there's a distinct advantage in using log returns, then we should know what that is, and we should know how to compute that. Whether you're using Excel or you're using R. Sa R kasi madali lang, di ba? Calculate returns lang or returns that calculate. Ganun lang yun eh. Identify mo lang yung object mo. Ito, di ba? Ito, nakuha na natin. Ito, log returns. Pero at least yung appreciation ng how was this computed, and why is it in finance mas ginagamit yung log returns kaysa sa discrete returns. Okay. So let's now so linode na natin itong mga to, itong mga packages na to. All right. So very quick review. When we want to load the assets from Quantmod, so na-load na natin siya. Yung very simple lang na function is get symbols. Okay, then we use an assignment operator, and then we have to know the ticker symbol. The ticker symbol is Apple. Okay. So what will happen now with this simple function is that automatically ida-download ni R through Quantmod yung stock prices ni Apple coming from Yahoo Finance. Okay? If we take a look at this, notice, let me delete this items muna. Okay, run ko ulit to. Notice na nag-generate to ng object dito, no? Ngayon, values pa lang. Ay, okay. Wait. What happened? Get symbols, Apple. Ano nangyari dito? Bakit adjusted close lang to? Wala naman akong environment. Delete ko ulit. Okay. Get, mali. Sorry. My apologies. Bakit ando dun sa labas yung get symbols? Yan. Okay. Alright. Get symbols and then the ticker symbol. My mistake, class. Okay. Get symbols is the function. And this, the namespace of this is Quantmod. So, pwede nyo ilagay yan. We know that this function is from the Quantmod package. Okay, or you can just delete that. Kasi alam naman ni Aryan na magagamit na natin get symbols function yan kasi linode na natin si Quantmod. Okay, run natin yan. And then an object will be created. Tingnan niyo dito, no? Apple. So automatically, nag-create si R ng XTS object. And then, if you recall, class ng XTS object is, tingnan natin tong class ni AAPL. If we get the class of AAPL, it's an XTS object, an extensible time series object, or a zoo object. Okay, an extensible time series object, as the name suggests, in-extend niya yung capability ni zoo. No? Dati zoo lang yan. No? So there are many functionalities that can be done in XTS which cannot be done in zoo. But the reverse is not true. So mas powerful si XTS na object. So pag ginamit natin si get symbols, automatic yan na the object that will be created is, number one, gagamitin ni R, yung name nito is the name of the ticker symbol. Yan, no? AAPL. If you want to use another name, then mag-iba tayo, mag-assign tayo ng name. Kunwari, AAPL, alt minus, and then get symbols, get SY, get symbols, right? And then AAPL, but we have to use auto.assign. Auto.assign is equal to false, or F. Okay? This way, we stop R from creating this object AAPL. Okay, so ang kine-create natin ngayon, small a. Ito, i-run natin to. And then we have this object AAPL, which is the same as the big A. No? Kaya nga lang, kung gusto natin na bigyan ng special name or name yung object na kine-create natin, then we do this, no? Auto.assign is equal to false. In fact, we can, kasi ano naging default nito? Let's take a look at this object. It started with January 1, January 3, 2007. So, default yan, no? For this year, pag gagamitin natin get symbols, tapos hindi natin specify yung date, it will always start with January 3, 2007. And it will end the most current date, nung kahapon, February 13. Bukas, pag nag-run ulit tayo nito, magiging February 14 na yan. So it will download the most current prices. But it will start with January 3, 2007. Okay? Now, if you want to change the date, kasi some stocks, meron, they have been trading for a long time already. So meron ng previous dates. Let's take a look. We can put here start date. We can create this object called start date, alt minus, and then let's see, start date is 20/01/01. Start date, January 1, 2000, and then I'll create another object, end date. Okay, you can do this, and then let's see, 2023, 2022, and December 31. All right. So what are we doing here? We're creating these two objects, start date and end date, which are character objects. Enter natin. Kaya nga dito siya papasok sa values, di ba? And if we check yung class ng start date. Start date, this one. Anong class yan? Character yan. It's a character variable. But we can use this, itong start date na to, at saka end date to create. Okay, let's see. Kunyari, download natin si Microsoft. Alt minus. Then, so we use the get symbols. Diba? Get symbols. And then si Microsoft is MSFE. Okay? Although ito yung basic na na code, we can actually also identify the source. Saan ba nanggaling yan? Kung stock price is usually Yahoo. Pero kunyari, other macroeconomic variables like GDP, interest rates, then baka hindi natin makita sa Yahoo yan, kay Fred natin makita. Hindi discuss natin last time, si Federal Reserve of sa St. Louis. Okay? And then, enter natin, ano pa? Since we're using a new name to it, i-auto.assign natin. Auto.assign is equal to false or F lang. And then we can now, from, kung kailan magsisimula, no? From equals ano? Plus. Anyone? Kailan magsisimula yung ano natin? So what do we write there, class? Okay, may answer dito. Alright, start date. Tama. Start date. So, sige nga, class. Generate nyo si Microsoft. I'll give you 1 minute, please. Okay, pause share ko Oops. Share. Pause share lang. Okay, and you should be able to get the stock prices of Microsoft from 2001. Okay. Got it, class? Ito na yung Microsoft ko. Yan. Yan. So that's January 3, 2000 hanggang December 30, 2020. Okay, linagay ko December 31, but there was no trading nung December 31. So hanggang December 30 lang siya. Okay, questions, class? So ito. What would happen if hindi natin linagyan to? Yan, hindi ka naglagay ng auto.assign is equal to false. If I run this, what will happen? I-close ko muna to delete ko siya. Okay, so Microsoft. Alright. Ay, sorry, nawala to. Na-delete ko siya. Start date and date. Alright, what happened, class? Hindi ko linagay yung auto.assign is equal to false. Okay, although nag-create ako dito ng MSFT, take note. Yung MSFT ko dito, hindi siya XTS. Yung XTS ko, itong MSFT. Tapos itong MSFT na object na create ko, it was just a, ano lang siya, character lang, plus MSFT. Right, character lang siya. So, ang lesson dito, if you want to create this object na itong MSFT na to na all small letters, then we have to isama dapat natin dito yung auto.assign is equal to false. Okay, so that whatever we the object that we assign to it, yun ang makikirate. Okay, pause muna ako. Any questions so far? Level and participants natin. Parang kumonti tayo. Okay, so we also learned that we can download automatically several objects at the same time. Bakit kumonti na lang tayo? 10 na lang kayo. Okay, so let's create. So for example, we can create this, say, let's create this object stocks, alt minus, and then create natin tong Microsoft, and then let's create some Intel stocks. Intel, natin Apple, what else? Ano pa ba? Microsoft, Intel, Apple, wala akong maisip pa. Ano pa, class? I'm not sure about the ticker symbol of A and B. Okay, tinanong lang natin. Kung mali, palitan na. Google, sige. Google. Alright, sige, yan lang muna. No? Okay, so we're creating this vector of characters. Five sila. And then tingnan natin, class, kung get symbols. Okay, get symbols, then stocks. Okay, what will happen if we link yung stocks dito sa get symbols? Let's run. Okay, i-close ko lang to. Okay, I'll delete all the objects here. Okay. Object stocks not found. Okay, why? Okay. Bakit, class? Bakit nag-error? Kasi dinilit ko pala itong stocks. No? So stocks, so meron ng stocks dito. Get symbols, stocks. Okay. You can now see that, ayan, nag-create na siya ng mga XTS objects for Apple, AMD, tama pala yung, tama yung Google, yung ticker symbol natin. Apple, AMD, Google, Intel, and Microsoft. Okay. Any questions so far, class? Alright, let me, medyo na delay tayo ng konti. I-share ko muna yung kanina yung mga hindi yan. Yung sa kabilang section para medyo pareho tayo ng, where is that? Just want to make sure that we are on the same page. Alright, here. Okay, sige, ito na muna. Okay, so let me share this sa chat, please, and then kindly load it to your QR. Okay, and let's take a look at what these functions. Right. Okay, so first, itong get symbols, alam natin, ano? And this is Goldman Sachs from Yahoo without any other instructions here. It will generate this object called GX. Okay, so GX siya. And dito na yung GS natin. It's here. Here. All right, now this one is OHLC. OHLC means opening, high, low, close. If you take a look at GS, which is the same as the other, other stocks which we downloaded, and then see open, high, low, close. Ito yung OHLC plus the volume, which is the number of shares traded on that particular day, plus the adjusted price. Yung adjusted price kasi minsan yung stock na yan, nagkakaroon ng stock splits, adjustment in the stocks, kaya nagkakaroon ng adjusted price. Okay? So, ito is that OHLC. So this answers the question, yung data ba natin na Goldman Sachs na to, does it have opening, high, low, close? And we know that that's true. May volume ba rin siya? Yun ang ibig sabihin to, has that volume. So we know that that's true. Okay, and then, what's this? This function, yung OP, just like AD or LO or HI or CL, this means opening. So dito, nag-create ako ng isang object called OpenGS, which will consist of the opening price of Goldman Sachs. So if I run this and open this object, OpenGS, if you take a look at this, may object tayo na ang pangalan OpenGS, and it just includes the opening price. Okay, we can of course generate an object called ADJGS, which will only include the adjusted price. Run natin to. Itong ADJ, no? So adjusted prices lang siya. So it's very easy to subset from our object, yung sa XTS object natin. You can just use either OP, AD, yung high naman, so lahat ng high, and low, or CL, which is closing. Okay? Now, this one, series high, this will tell us ano yung sa range ng data natin. Okay, di ba yung GS natin from this January 3, 2007 hanggang yesterday, okay, which is the default nung nag-get symbols tayo. Okay, pwede natin hanapin yung what's the lowest series low or series high. So if you take a look at this, on 2021, November 2, that was the highest series high. Now, I'm not sure, I haven't checked kung was the price based on the closing price or the adjusted price. That I have to check. Kung yung high ba na yan is based on the high price or on the closing or on the adjusted. Okay, there's also this other one, yung series ano naman, series low. Okay, ito ano, series low ng GS. It will give you on the other hand the lowest price for that particular range. Ano yung range natin from January 3, 2007 hanggang the date yesterday. Okay? All right? And then this one, yung chart series, we're going to discuss that more in greater detail. This is a powerful function to plot the data. Ito, GS. You can see here, andito yung volume. Okay, andito yung, ito yung stock prices niya. So you can use a chart, pwedeng line chart, bar chart. Okay, so we'll discuss this in greater detail next time. Ito muna, class, series. So this is a function on series. Series increase. Okay, so gawin natin itong pakigawang 1L to. Series increase ng GS. Let's run this. Okay, and what do you see? Yung series increase, it takes a look at the values from open, high, low, close, pati lahat ng mga variables na to, and then it will compare kung nag-increase ba o nag-decrease. Okay, so let's take a look at our data. Ito yung GS natin, ano? Close ko nito. GS. Okay, as far as the opening price is concerned, January 04, 200.22 siya, pero January 03, 200.60, which means that the price went down. So if you take a look at this function, series increase, false siya. false. Kasi hindi naman nag-increase yung ano eh. So this just tells us kung true or false. Okay, take a look at the Goldman Sachs law. True daw. Ibig sabihin tumaas. When you compare January 3 and January 4, tumaas yung value. Tingnan natin. GS law, yan. From 197, naging 198. Tumaas nga. Kaya true to. Dito sa function na increase, series increase. Ganun din naman sa series decrease. Now, ito, ang difference kasi, 1L, diba? Remember, ang 1L, 1 integer yan. You can make this as, let's say, 5. Pag 5 na, ano mangyayari? Okay, yung ano na, yung range na will be 5 days. Okay, so i-compare na yung January 3 at saka yung 5 days after January 10. Ganun na, yung kapag 5L na. Okay. Alright, any questions, class? Okay, meron pa tayong, let me share this again. Dito na lang sa ginawa namin kanina para so that it's an untitled one. Alright, how about this? Let me share this so that you don't have to write it. So na ako, this one. Let me chat this. Am I going too fast, class? Nagpipick up lang ako ng pace, especially kung alam ko na simple lang naman. Okay, take a look at this. No? Ano tong open-close na to? So pag sinabi natin open-close, it will compute for the kung ano yung rate of change ng opening at saka closing. So if I take a look at this data set, so nung January 3, ang opening 200.6, i-compare natin yan sa closing ng 200.72. Okay, so there was an increase, di ba? Kasi opening 200.6, closing 200.72. And then we compute for the, so tingnan natin, 200.72, Control C, Control V. Divide natin sa opening, Control C, Control V. So to get the discrete change or the simple rate of change, and 0.00598. Ito yung increase, no? Ito yung percentage increase. Bali 0.0598% comparing the opening and the closing. Yan. Sige, tingnan natin dito. And let's create this object. Let's create this object called, saan na siya? Hindi ko na-copy. Okay, copy ko, Control C. Dito, Control V. So here I'm creating this object, open, close, and GS. And then the function is open, close ng Goldman Sachs. If we run this, magkaka-object tayo dito na open, close, no, na GS. Tingnan natin to. Alright, so this is 0.00598, which is the same as this one. So nag-increase siya, kaya positive. No? And the rate of change is 0.005982054. 0.005982054. Medyo may konting difference. No? Konting difference dun sa percentage, most probably because yung price na to na kinuha natin, hindi naman talaga yan yung exact price. No? So baka may ano pa yan, may ibang decimal place pa yan. Kaya hindi siya, but the first at least 60598 open close, di ba? 272 divided by 200.6 minus 1. So that's the rate of change. Okay, questions, class? Paki-chat naman please kung clear. Pakonti yung attendance natin. Okay. Alright, then itong Yung iba, madali. Once you get to know this, open, close, alam nyo rin itong close, close. So if I create another object, close, close, and then underscore GS. So yeah, just to, hindi, ganito na lang. Huwag na tayo mag-create, yun na lang. I'll generate the first three. Okay, I'm generating the first three values of close, close, GS. So I have here, notice yung una, and aim. Yung pangalawa, meron. Kasi ang ginagawa niyan, compare natin yung closing to the closing. Ito yung closing natin. So you notice that the previous day, 200.72, now it's 198. So we expect a negative. So dito negative. So medyo tama itong negative dito, no? So if we get the ratio, percentage change, Control C, Control V, the current divided by the previous, Control C, Control V, and then you subtract 1. Control Enter. Okay, 0.9. Tama ba? Close, close. So this is the close point, 198.85, and then 200.72. And then, wait, hindi ito. Dapat may minus 1 tayo dito. Yan. 0.009316. Yan. So, practically the same. Mali ito yung kanina. Right. Then, ganun din sa susunod. No? From 198 naging 199, so that means there was an increase, so positive yan. Just like this one. Okay. So, ganun lang class. Depende sa pinapahanap sa atin. High, close naman, ganun din yan. High, and then you compare it with close. So, this is the close divided by the high. So, we expect this to be negative. Kasi from 203, naging 200. Okay, so those things. All right. Any questions about this? Any clarifications about this? Yung mga functions ito, high, close, low, high. So kung ano yung nasa dulo class, siya yung magiging nasa numerator niya. Yung una, siya yung denominator. Okay, kindly chat please if it's clear so far. Okay. All right. So let's see. Pareho lang natin sa sa page namin kanina, no? Okay. So let's go here. Yung subsetting. And share this with you sa chat. Okay. Kindly make sure that you copy that also. Okay, at least maano natin tong umabot tayo dito sa 84 na to. All right. So let's take a look at this. So this is used for subsetting. Ito, GS, alam natin na yung bracket na to. Okay, it's used to subset. So kasi si GS, di ba, ano laman yan? Diba? You have here 6 columns. So when we subset, tapos sinabi natin 2007 lang. So here I'm creating this object, GS 2007. It will now generate an object. Okay, if you check GS 2007, it's all the columns. Hindi naman kasi natin sinubset yung column. Ibig sabihin lahat kasama. Tapos yung 2007, January 3 hanggang Okay. December 31, 2007. So lahat ng 2007. Okay, and then you can do the same for 2008. Tapos ito, January lang ng 2008. And then ito, June 2007 hanggang January 12, 2008. So pwedeng range din. Notice yung ano dito, yung double colon. This one, everything. So wala tayong linagay na ano na parameters. And then ito naman, GS from 2008 and then up. Okay? Right. Pwede rin natin isama mga non-contiguous. Kasi ito, from June 2007 hanggang January 12, 2008. So, ano yan, di ba? Yung chronological, contiguous yan. Ibig sabihin magkakasunod. But if you want, here, I'm creating an object called date 1, okay, 2020, January, and then February, and then biglang December. So 3 months lang. So let's create that object day 1. And then let's create another object non-contiguous. And then we're only going to filter or subset day 1 lang, which is this one. So i-run natin to. Control Enter. So we have this object non-contiguous. No? Enter natin. Check natin kung January, okay? And then February, and then December. So yung 3 months lang na yun. Okay? Clear so far, class? I'm sorry if I hope nakukuha nyo ha. Kung hindi nyo makuha, class, pwede kayong magtanong. Where I know it's quite simple, self-explanatory, I tend to breeze through the functionalities. Okay, itong periodicity, no? It will tell us yung periods ng GS ng object. So ito daily, daily. Ang sinasabi sa atin kung ano yung range niya. January 3 hanggang December 31, 2023. Okay. Ano naman yung laman ng periodicity na to? Okay. So ito may sinasabi sa atin yung start date, end date, units in days, scale daily, tapos label daily. Okay, so that's what this object GS contains. Daily siya. No? Okay. Now, if you take a look at this class, I'm creating this object GS weekly, and then gagamitin natin tong 2 weekly. 2 weekly, i-run natin to. So what do we have here? GS weekly, tingnan natin. Okay, so notice, may interval na siya, no? 5, 12, 19, so every 7 days na. Okay, and then if we take a look at this, itong object na to, Control C, Control D, ito, so let's just call this, let's call this object A. Alright, 05. So malaman kung anong araw to. What do we do in order to know what day this is? So we put it in quotes, create that object A, Control Enter, and we know that A, of course, is character. Plus A, character siya. So I want to convert this into a date. So we're going to use, if you recall, sa date class, napaka-powerful ng lubridate, the package. So let's use the lubridate package. Control Enter. Okay, para makuha natin, magamit natin yung mga functionalities ni lubridate. So si A, gawin natin year, month, day, no? So now, let's create A again, alt minus, and then let's use the year, month, day, A. So what we're doing here is that we are converting A, which is, diba, A is a character, diba? Character si A. Pero ngayon, i-create ako ng A para i-overwrite yung A na to. And then, gagamitin ko yung lubridate to convert the character into a year, month, day. Okay, and then, let me check the class na lang din. Class. Sorry guys, it's already time, so pahingi na lang ng 1 to 2 minutes. But if you need to go, it's okay. class, and then A. All right, what am I doing here? So I'm creating this object A, which will overwrite yung existing object A natin na character. And then ginamit ko si YMD, which is year, month, day, to convert A into a what class? So date na siya. Date object na siya. Okay, and then we can use weekday ni A, and then label is equal to true. Okay, so this will tell us kung anong araw yung anong araw si January 5. So tingnan natin. There you go. So si January 5 sa Friday, no? So ang ginagawa pala ni pag weekly, yung Fridays yung kinukuha niya. So that's what I meant to show, no? Alam natin na pag kukunin natin weekly prices, Friday ang ibibigay sa atin. Alright, ito din pwede ring year 2020, tapos pwede ring monthly, no? Gawa tayo dito, GS_monthly. And let's see, alt minus, to monthly. Alright, GS monthly, ito. Let's see. Take a look, yan. Monthly na siya, January 2007, February 2007. Pero ang question dyan, anong price kaya to? Is this the last day or the first day? Yun ang tanong dyan. No? Okay. You can check class kung anong ginagamit dito sa monthly dates. Okay? Alright, and then if we check, ano yung periodicity nitong, let me see, periodicity nitong GS_monthly. Diba? Kasi nag-create tayo ng object na GS monthly. What's the periodicity of this? Control Enter. Okay, and you can see that it's monthly periodicity from January 2007 to February 2020. Alright? Now lastly, ito na lang, no? Ito. Pag may object tayo dito, ba? May GS tayo dito, we can actually, sa files, no? Okay? Magkaiba tayo kasi ginamit ko na ito kanina. No? So we can use this, write that zoo, and then yung object, and then you write kung anong file name ang gusto mo. Okay? And then quote is equal to false, separation is equal to, separator is equal to, comma, and then i-run nyo to. Alright, so ano nangyari? Can you check class sa inyo kung nag-run? Open. Kasi meron na ako dito eh. Alright, delete ko. Yes. Okay. Alright, let me rerun this. Error pa rin. Alright, how about in your case, class? GS, and then this is the file name that I want to use. Quote is equal to false. Separator is equal to, why am I getting an error term? Comment please, na-run nyo. Okay. Permission denied. Alright, may nagka-problema ako dito. Okay, sige. Anyway, so we will continue with this next meeting. It's important for us. Pero ito, nag-create siya gs.csv. So let me check. Okay, gs.csv. Nasaan na yung file ko na yun? Wala. Then, ito. Alright, it was supposed to create this file. Okay, dito sa natin, sa files. Okay, let me just check the, ito. View file. Okay, anyway. So, kanina nag-run to eh. Okay dun sa kabilang section. I wonder why I'm having a mistake here. Okay, so let me stop there for a while. We will just continue with this next meeting and then go to other functionalities of Quantmod in preparation for our lesson on portfolio optimization. Okay, so let's